In InDesign, all pages that use a master let you know which items are on the master by dotted lines around them. You could see pretty easily from a distance the word family has a little bit of a dotted pattern. And if I go to my magnifying glass tool and click to zoom in on the page number box, or click and drag to marquee it, you could see a dotted line around the page number. Now this is the invisibles or hidden characters, and I'll go to type and hide hidden characters for now to get rid of that pound sign. If I fit the page in window and try to select anything on a master page, it is not selectable. I'll zoom in with Command plus or Control plus and scroll up just a bit until I could see this rule. I'd like to release this from the master to change its color. So to release an item from the master page intentionally, you hold down Command and Shift on the Mac and click once, or Control and Shift on Windows and click once. And I'll go to Swatches and I'll select my stroke color and change the value to this blue. When I click away and go to preview mode, I can now see that rule is in blue. But if I check my other pages and view Fit Spread in Window, I could see that these rules actually stayed black. In fact, on this page, the rule is causing a problem because it's over top of my image data. So on this page, I'll hold down Command and Shift on the Mac or Control and Shift on Windows and hit Delete to delete the rule where it crosses over the images. I'll double-click on pages 4 and 5. Same thing is occurring here. Command, Shift, click, and delete to release it. This uses the B master page, which has no rule. And then finally, I'll go to page 8. Now I've decided with all of these layouts, instead of fixing this one manually, I want that rule to be at the bottom of the page, above the page number, not at the top. So I will double-click on the A1 column. I'll go back to normal mode, and I'll select both lines at the top by clicking on the left side, holding down Shift, and clicking on the right, and moving them to the bottom. And just for argument's sake, I'll place the position exactly at 10.5 and press Return or Enter. Now if I double-click back on page 1 and go to preview mode, you'll notice since I only changed the color of this rule, it did obey the position change. I hadn't changed the position at the top, I only changed the color, so it did move. On pages 2 and 3, I deleted this object altogether. So on page 2, I can double-click and through the Pages panel, choose Remove All Local Overrides. So in Master Pages on the panel menu, remove all local overrides, and it restores it to where I'd like that. On this right side, I'm going to actually leave the rule in this photo because it's not in a bad spot. On pages 4 and 5, again, I'll hit the panel menu, Master Pages, remove all local overrides. When I did it for that, I was on the spread and placing of the picture, because it started with a master, remove the picture. So I'll undo and double-click only on page 5. Then, Master Pages, remove all local overrides. But when you're dealing with spreads, it's going to do that for the entire spread. So I'm going to have no choice but to replace that picture. So I hit Command Option 0 or Control Alt 0 to fit the spread in window. I'll choose File Place, and this image is in your Chapter 5 folder, and it is the conductor image. And I'll click once, and it's restored. On 6 and 7, there were no overrides, and on 8, you could see my rule move down to the bottom. And that is your tour of using Command and Shift and clicking to release something from a master. If I move it or change its color or value and I want it restored, I go to the Panel menu, Master Pages, Remove All Local Overrides, and it restores it to where it belongs on the master.